Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakah HaKradash. Shalom and salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. To the elder apostles, the elders, prophets and teachers and evangelists of Great Millstone, also who I also continue to learn this 100% truth from. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways doing this work, making yourself a living sacrifice. And last but not least, the elect. Back again with another video. I'm going to entitle this A Simulation. And before I started, I pulled it up. And I'm going to read it. And let's get some scriptures. A simulation. Salakia.
Assimilation.
Just in case it didn't, the Bluetooth wasn't playing, just want to make sure. I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakah HaKradash. Shalom, salutations and double honors again to the elder apostles on down. Shalom to speckled bird, confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. And simulation. Assimilation refers to the process through which individuals and groups are differing heritage, acquiring the basic habits, attitudes, and mode of life of an embracing culture. Another word that can be used to help understand assimilation is Gentiles. Because Gentiles are considered heathen nations other than the Israelites. Now, what majority of the world don't understand, I'm not going to say no, is that assimilation happened to Hebrew Israelites where they became Gentiles, through which individuals and groups of differing heritage, Hebrew Israelites, acquired the basic habits, attitudes, and mode of life of embracing Gentile nation or Gentile culture. That's another way for you to look at Gentiles. Now let's get some scriptures that I had lined up. I was listening to Elder Apostle Tahar. So it kind of gave me the, the Spirit kind of gave me the way to go. And I wanted to, he's premiering right now. I wanted to kind of get some audio, but I was like, I'm going to let him finish, saying what he's saying. And, if the Spirit is on me to listen to it again or catch something I didn't catch, and then, possibly, as he likes to say, is lessons within lessons. So without further ado, let's get some scriptures. First Maccabees 1:43. And it reads, Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. We have that going on this day, this very day. Men and women who know they are Israelites don't practice the Sabbath the right way. They profane the Sabbath and do what they want to do. And brag and boast about it as if they say that they follow the scriptures, the Lord's statutes and commandments to the T, and that's a super big lie. But soon we're going to all realize and see the name of our power is Yahweh, and the name of his son is Yahushai, and as always has been, nothing's changed. 2 Maccabees 4:16, by reason whereof sore calamity come upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers, whose customs they followed so earnestly, and unto whom they desired to be like in all things. For it was not a light thing to do wickedly against the laws of the Most High, but the time following shall declare these things. And this is where we're at now. From the time following, we're at now that we're so jacked up as a people, we don't even know who we are. We fight against one another when the scriptures come out, and we're bragging and we're boasting as if we feel like the Lord is only dealing with this specific group, and it's not true. Isaiah 28:15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death and with hell, are we at agreement? When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So you practice sin beyond sin, you practice iniquity, and you think that you're supposed to prosper when Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not dealing with you or dealing with the man that practice iniquity. And that's what that scripture is talking about. You practicing iniquity, practicing sin on top of sin, hoping that you're going to prosper because of it. Crazy as hell. Jeremiah 10, I'll start at 1. Hear ye the word of Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree, I'm not going to go into that, but we know what that's talking about. It's talking about Xmas. Leviticus 13:30, and it reads, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and be in it a yellow thin hair, then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. That's that Esau here. It is a dry scowl, even a leprosy unto the head of, even to the head or beard. That's that you was considered cursed when you was trying to be out here trying to look like Esau. Now trying to be out here looking like Esau. Now look at our people today. That's a perfect example of a simulation. Look at our women with the wigs that they wear, the blonde wigs, and they put on gray wigs and blue wigs and all over the place, man. That ain't nothing new under the sun. That comes from the ancient times. They're doing the same things all over again. That's why Yahweh shall have to destroy this place like it was like Sodom and Gomorrah. But these prophecies had to pass before these things happen. Now we're getting closer to this thing is about to happen because the prophecies are passing. Leviticus 18:3. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwelt, ye shall not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, wherethither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances. Basically, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is telling Moses to tell them, when you get into the land of Canaan, which is the land of Israel, don't be out here doing or practicing the ways of the Hamites, of the Egyptians. You're going to practice my laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what you're going to practice, and that's what you're going to do. And do not follow their ways. This is why we had to dwell in the wilderness for 40 years. Because there's a lot of rotten apples that was in there who wanted to try to keep the traditions of living like the freaking heathens, like the freaking Hamite Egyptians. Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. Just that simple, man. Just that simple. One more scripture. One more scripture. One more. Psalms 106:35. But we mingle among the heathen and learn their works. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. And this is why when we get these judgments that we get in Israel, when people die and you don't know what they did in their past lives, man. You know what I'm saying? So, has anybody ever died being innocent? Roughly paraphrasing, but you know what I'm saying? You're not in a position to question Yahweh Shai's judgments. Fear the Lord and do what he tell you to do. And don't follow these men who teach you these whack off ear to the scriptures precepts. That's only to keep you to believe that it's okay to have pleasure, and you don't have to follow the ways of the Most High anymore, because that's done away with. Yeah. Abaraktas, are you edified, man? Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekach Radash. Shalom and salutations and double honors again to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the speckled bird. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.